Hi, I'm Kris from Theme Park to Table, cooking up theme park recipes here in my kitchen. And today's a little extra pixie dust. I'm going to show you my recipe for buttercream. If you want to come on over this way, we'll get it started. I'm going to start by putting in 2 sticks of butter, unsalted. I'm going to pop my attachment on. Slide this down, move this just towards me a little bit so I can see a little easier. And we're going to get this butter whipped up just a little bit. I want it just a little bit lighter and fluffier because we're about to add a whole lot of sugar to the party. Okay. We're going to pop this up. And now, into that, we are going to pour this entire bag of confectioner's sugar. I am making a very large batch of buttercream. You could use a box of confectioner's sugar and 1 stick of butter and make half of this, which would do about a normal batch of cupcakes. But for today's purposes, I'm going to make a big batch. This is going to come down. I'm going to pour my vanilla in at the same time, and then I'm going to turn this, and very slowly I'm going to turn this on and let it start incorporating. We're going to get like a little cloud action, kind of like a little smoke through a graveyard. It's a little haunted going on over here. And as this starts incorporating the butter into the mixture, which should be happening, we're going to very slowly start adding in some milk. You want to add the milk very slowly because the confectioner's sugar will dissolve and switch texture very quickly. And you don't want an overly wet buttercream. It makes it very hard to pipe it and to decorate cupcakes with. If you do find that your buttercream is too watery, if you go to try to pipe it and it's not holding the shape, or you're trying to spread it and it's too thin, you can always add a little more confectioner's sugar to it, and that will thicken it back up. If I was making chocolate buttercream, I'd be doing the same exact thing, but I'd also be adding in cocoa powder to make it chocolate. We're starting to come together a little bit. Here's the point where we got to be a little careful how much milk we're adding. So we want this to be a frosting. And it's a delicate balance between too thick, and it's really hard to squeeze through a pastry bag, and too thin, and it won't hold your chips. And a little bit more. And the amount of moisture and milk you need in your buttercream will also change based on heat and humidity outside and in your house. So this is not an exact science. I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to get this whipping around kind of fast. I'm going to try to get some of the stuff out of the beater. And once I get that beater out a little bit, I'm going to flip it up and I'm going to scrape it down. But I want some of the stuff that's stuck inside of there to kind of come out. We're going to lift this for a second. We're going to just quickly pop out some of the stuff that's in here. We're going to scrape down our sides quick to make sure everything is incorporated. That was a good catch, right? Okay, so let's just get these all scraped down. It's still very stiff. This would not be something that you would want to try to put in a piping bag because you would really make your hands very sore and exhausted if you tried to pipe this. So we're going to go down again, lock it in, and I'm going to add a little bit more milk to it. I'm going to go real slow though, because we are definitely getting close. And just a tiny smidge more. The other thing to consider is if you're going to be adding coloring to your buttercream, you want to leave it a little stiffer, because the food coloring will actually thin a little bit as well. And I think that's looking pretty good. Let's see. That looks just about perfect. It's easy to kind of pull. You can kind of see it's kind of spreading nicely, but it's also not so thin that it's falling off the beater. So there you have it. That's how I make my buttercream. I'm going to get this off and get it wrapped up so I can use it later. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Until next time.